How's it going, YouTube? This is Skul, and today I am here in San Antonio for the world premiere of In the Lone Star Wars State. This is a documentary film about the Star Wars fandom in the state of Texas, and I'm in it. So, let's go ahead and sit down and enjoy the film.
In life, there's a first time for everything. There's your first crush. And eventually, if you're lucky, the wedding day. What a special day that is. There's the birth of your first child. And all the wonder and mystery and love that is involved in that. And then, there's the first time you watch Star Wars.
In 2019, when I still lived in Texas, I met Alejandro Cabrera, a filmmaker who was making a documentary on the Star Wars fandom in the state of Texas.
So originally, I started filming in summer 2015. At that time, as you remember, The Force Awakens, there was all this hype that was being built around the release of The Force Awakens. And I recognized that there hadn't been a Star Wars movie in 10 years. And there was just this excitement. And I recognized that this was very unique and very historical. Originally, it was only going to center around the release of the Force Awakens. We were not going to cover, anything that happened after that. But long story short, the story just evolved from there.
In November 2023, I went down to San Antonio, Texas to attend a 4-hour cut world premiere of the film.
What made you want to do this film in the first place?
Well, I think The Force Awakens was getting ready to come out in 2015, and I recognized how historical that moment was. Not every movie that comes out today's world draws that same sort of excitement, and I realized that it was a historical moment. It was about capturing that moment. And then it just grew, and we're in Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas. And we filmed in almost every city: Houston, Austin, Dallas, San Antonio. So, and it was an experience. It was an 8-year journey.
Oh, we just reached the intermission for the film. We're about an hour and a half in, and wow, it is a whole lot of fun. I didn't realize that it's been an hour and a half. It feels like it's way less than that, which I guess is good storytelling, right? Man. It's exciting. I haven't seen myself in the film all that much, but that's fine. Like I said, I'd be excited for this film even if I wasn't in it. I can't wait to see the rest of it. This was absolutely worth coming to San Antonio for.
At the San Antonio premiere on November 11th, 2023, we screened a 4-hour version. Technically, the movie is almost 6 hours. So there's so much material there. But yeah, I'm just amazed at everything that has come out of it. We screened it in San Antonio. We've screened it in Houston 2 times. We were invited to screen it at the Bob Bullock Museum, which is the official state of Texas museum. And that was such a huge honor. I mean, United States presidents have gone through there. Well-known filmmakers have gone through there. I mean, Robert Rodriguez, who directed a few The Mandalorian episodes, he's been there, and to have the honor to be able to show the film there was a prestigious honor, and I was amazed at how many people were there that day.
In April 2024, a 90-minute theatrical cut of the film was screened at the Texas State History Museum in Austin, Texas, and I was there for that as well.
So, we are here now in Austin, Texas. Behind me is the Texas State Capitol, and over here is the Texas History Museum.
Oh my dear fans, prepare yourselves for an extraordinary cinematic experience courtesy of my friend Alejandro Cabrera. His creation, a delightful film all about you, promises to be quite the spectacle. I do hope you find it most enjoyable.
Do you think that non-Star Wars fans or people who don't really care about Texas could enjoy this as much as people who live in Texas?
I think so, because I think our story I think the theme is Star Wars, but our story really is about people, and it's about why Star Wars is so important, why things like Star Wars are important, and the role that they play in their lives. And we meet a lot of people from different places, different generations, and we see why things like Star Wars are important. Escapism is very, very important. Films are important.
I'm all about quality over quantity, and I wanted to make sure that the story was not just a wonderful story, but something that was visually epic. And I wanted to take the viewers and the audience on an adventure, visual adventure. Oftentimes documentaries can be sort of like, there's a lot of, as they say, talking heads. And I wanted it to be more than that. I wanted it to be informational, but I also wanted it to be visual. I wanted to take the viewers through this beautiful journey.
Reception for the film at both premieres that I attended was overwhelmingly positive, and I decided to capture the thoughts of a few people to see what they had to say about the film right after they finished watching it. Hey, shocker, there's a subscriber here.
Hi.
What's your name?
Lucas.
Lucas, all right. So, you're a huge Star Wars fan.
Yeah, my dad has a massive collection. It's really funny, as we're watching, my hairstyle changes like 3 different times throughout the film.
So you're in a film with me.
Yeah, it's really bizarre.
That's awesome. How'd you like the film?
It was really good. I was supposed to be in it more, but as soon as the camera turned on to like be in the interview, I like basically had a panic attack and like just started bawling. So I wasn't really in it that much. But it was really good. There were some very impactful moments, but overall I think it was a really, really nice experience.
It's been a long experience for us since we met Alejandro in like 2016, and it just felt like forever. You just kept filming, and we're like, dude, you gotta finish this at some time. And to finally see the fruition of all that hard labor and love, and there's stuff that we forgot about, and there's stuff that he's included that was just amazing. So it definitely tugged on the heartstrings a lot more than I was anticipating, and I think people are really going to enjoy it.
It's amazing, and it's just heartwarming to hear all the stories. I'm just so happy to be part of this.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a great film. Alejandro did a great job at just kind of wrapping everything together and really getting all the kind of different opinions about Star Wars to shine through and show how the whole fan base is connected in ways that I really didn't expect.
So Anne, what did you think of the film?
I really enjoyed it, actually. I actually realized after we got here I didn't know what it was about, but you know what? It's okay. It was a lot of fun. I felt like I learned a lot of things. Everything was really interesting, especially the toy collections were really impressive. And I wasn't expecting to cry, but there were some tears, so yeah.
The film's theatrical run is now over, and Alejandro insists that the only way to watch this film going forward will be to buy the film on DVD.
But I'm very excited to finally release this now on DVD. The DVD, the reception of the DVD and the response has just been overwhelming. People have literally been buying them left and right. So I'm excited for people to finally be able to see it. I think when people get something physical as opposed to something that they're streaming, they're making a commitment to hey, you know what, we're making a commitment to sit down and watch this. And it's a film that's very, very inspiring but it's fun. You laugh, you cry, you leave with a different positive outlook. And I think now more than ever we need stories. We need stories like that in the world.
If you could just say one thing to get people to watch the film, what would it be?
All I can say is, they say everything is bigger in Texas, and Star Wars is no exception. The fandom here is unlike any other place in the world. You're gonna be blown away. You haven't seen fandom until you see this movie. In the Lone Star Wars State, an Alejandro Cabrera documentary film, is available to order now on DVD through the link in the description. If you're curious about future updates on the project, make sure to follow In the Lone Star Wars State on Instagram.
It is my absolute honor and privilege to be included in this film, and I highly recommend it to anyone who even has a passing interest in Star Wars. Thanks everyone for watching, and stay tuned for more.
Alejandro, congratulations.